Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this daily update right here on XRP. We're going to do a full update. I mean, XRP has been incredibly strong again. Yesterday, unexpectedly, we had a huge volume candle over the course of the US session, which you can see right here. Spiked up all the way to 2.95, which is very much the top of this kind of range we've had, and we've deviated above that once right here from the middle of January until the beginning of February, but that was just a short-term deviation, and for the majority of the time, the main resistance level has been here at 2.7 and 2.95. So we've hit that again. We have a lot of imbalances to the downside, as you can see right here. However, I mean, it's a fact that XRP is extremely strong. The question now becomes, is it strong enough to actually break out above this level, above 2.95, and to go for new all-time highs? Because I would say that if we are actually able to, sustainably break above 2.95 and $3 right now, all-time highs are to be expected. And I do want to stress, and I made some long-term XRP videos back in January, back in February as well. I do want to stress that, all-time highs for XRP in 2025, I do expect. I mean, I made a video on ETFs some time ago, last week. Some time ago seems a little bit further away, but last week. And I think the ETF for XRP, if that's coming, which I personally believe that is coming, I think that's going to be one of the best ETFs, not only short term, but also longer term for basically within the entire crypto market. And the strength that we are seeing right now could also be a product of some front running of that. However, I must say that even though XRP is very strong right here, and I would definitely not short it, I do think we're going to pull back from this level. And the leverage, and I said this yesterday as well, 2.6. We spoke yesterday, I think a little bit briefly also about the fact that we could still rally a bit higher before doing that. But I still do think a pullback like that is coming, right? I mean, you can see historically that high volume is definitely a great sign, right? So on the higher time frames, and on the medium time frame as well, that high volume is definitely worth something. But you can see historically as well that very often high volume is also a temporary local top, right? And that in combination with those imbalances to the downsides, I think it's can I find the XRP chart, please, or not? It's not, not XRPP. But if you take a look at the footprint here as well, look those imbalances we have to the downside, all of those naked POCs. At some point of time, you're going to fill that. So again, I do want to stress, especially looking at the 4-hour time frame. So far, we've held this level right here at 2.7 extremely well, right? Which is a high time frame a demand zone as well, which you can see right here. It was especially respected here in the middle of February. So far on the lower time frames, we're still very strong. I'm not certain, but at least for Bitcoin, we've seen quite a lot of shorts piling in. So that means that especially when you get into lower liquidity areas that you can expect some sort of a short squeeze at some point of time. Do we actually? Yeah, I mean, XRP also has some shorts coming in right here. So short term, I would still be careful, and I would still say it's quite likely we're going to get another spike up. But I don't think we're going to sustainably break above $3. And I think it's more likely that then we will start to pull back a little bit deeper into 2.55 and 2.45. And I don't see us dropping down lower than 2.45. 2.45 at this point of time is the 4-hour trend. Then we have already filled a lot of imbalances, because we have imbalances all the way down to 2.34. I don't expect all of those to get filled, right? I think the strength we've seen is too much for that. But dropping down into the point of control, where most of the liquidity is at 2.45, 2.5, I do think is most likely. So I'll keep you updated on that. For now, I think that's what you need to know. So hopefully it helps. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.